Okay. Welcome back, everybody, and welcome to my 2024 NXT heatwave predictions. And let's get right into the video. When it comes to NXT heatwave, this is a pay-per-view I'm actually really excited for because I feel like, me personally, I feel like a lot of these matches are very unpredictable. Some people are probably going to say otherwise because they think they know everything, but I think this card is very unpredictable. Let's start with the pre-show match. You got Jacy Jayne and Jasmine Nix versus Carmen Petrovic and Ariana Grace. This match was kind of only made to get, I think it was just to get Petrovic and Grace on the card because they're Canadian. I really think that was the only purpose of this. And well, I mean, it doesn't really matter that much. This is just happening because Nix beat Petrovic, and Petrovic was like, it was unfair, it was a 2-on-1, and then Ariana Grace just happened to be in Ava's office or something, and that's what happened. On one hand, I kind of think like it would make so much more sense if the heels won because they're the heels and Jacy Jayne and Nix are more dominant. Fallon Henley could help them, all of that. Meanwhile, Petrovic and Grace, though, they're the hometown heroes, so I could also see them winning. This is very actually kind of difficult. The only thing is, I don't know if they want to put all that trust in Ariana Grace. I bet they love Carmen Petrovic. I think she's seen as like a strong performer. I just don't know what they think of Grace. They definitely love her promo ability, her charisma, all of that, but I don't know what they think about her wrestling and stuff. So I don't really know who to give this to. Let's go with the baby faces, the hometown team of Petrovic and Grace. Next up, as I said, I feel like a lot of these matches are very unpredictable. We'll go with one that I think is a little more predictable than others, and that's Kelani Jordan versus Sol Ruca for the women's North American title. The only reason I think this is kind of predictable is because Kelani Jordan still just won this title, so I don't think they'd have her lose it that early. That being said, though, it is Sol Ruca, and I could definitely see her winning. But I'm going to pick Kelani Jordan. Again, I could easily see Sol Ruca winning, though. That's the only thing. Maybe a heel turn at the end. I doubt it. I saw someone pitch that. I don't think that's the move here. I think both of these women are great baby faces, and I don't think they should change. So I don't really know what else to say about this. Again, this match was literally given because Kelani Jordan thought that Ruca deserved it because she doesn't complain or anything. She's kind of, is there, does her job, and that's that. So that's why she gave out the title shot. But yeah, we're going Kelani Jordan. Love Sol Ruca, though. I'm sure she'll win this title at some point, if not the main one. Next up, we got Nathan Frazier and Axiom versus Andre Chase and Duke Hudson of Chase U. This match, I really don't know what to do. Because on one hand, you have Axiom and Frazier, right? And well, I love Axiom and Frazier. And I've been saying for so long that I do not want this team to split just because I do not trust WWE with their singles careers. You look at what they were doing before they became a tag team. Frazier was cool. He was doing stuff. Axiom, they were not doing crap with Axiom. They had him in some like high-profile matches, right? But I feel like he lost every feud that he was in. That feud of Scripps was stupid. He lost to fucking Babatunde or Dabakato, whatever his name was. I love that man, though. Polish. But that was dumb. So, like, I don't really know what to think of this. I do think that this, like, them beefing will cost them these titles. Even though they're not really beefing like that, it's just Frazier's more focused on anything else, which is the problem, though. That's why they're kind of mad at each other. That's why Axiom's upset, really. But then there's Chase U. Duke Hudson, Andre Chase. Great, right? And the whole story here is that Ridge helped them cheat to win against Gallows and Anderson that one time. And then Ridge also, I guess, pushed Andre Chase out of the way to get hit by Tyler Bate, but I don't think that really played into a factor here. It was more of the one against the Good Brothers. And, well, Duke spoke up, said that Ridge cheated, and that's when Chase said that Ridge is not welcomed at ringside. So that could play into this. You could see Chase University lose, and then Ridge Holland be like, look, I told you needed me, something like that. I think that would make perfect sense as well. But at the same time, I don't know if Axiom and Frazier can get on the same page. That's the problem here. There's two large problems, and I don't know which one to do. See, none of these teams make me believe that they could win. They both make me believe that they could lose. I don't know if that's a good story or not. So I don't really know what to say here. I love Axiom and Frazier. I just don't know if I see them winning this match. But then again, I don't see Chase U winning. Like, my brain is just going back and forth because I don't know what to pick. I think that giving the titles to Chase U would probably make the tag division more interesting. I just also don't want to see a feud between Axiom and Frazier. I feel like I feel like what they're going to do is have this feud between Axiom and Frazier, and then Frazier's going to win, because in the original thing they did, I think they did like a best of 7 or best of 3, and Axiom won the thing, and that's when they kind of started to team up together. So, I don't know, man. Just make him back to A-Kid. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. The more I talk about this Axiom Frazier stuff makes me more believe that it's going to happen. So let's just give it to Chase U. I still don't really know. Next up, we got Obafemi versus Wes Lee. And the stipulation here is that if Wes Lee doesn't win, he can never challenge for the NXT North American title again for as long as Oba is champion. This one I'm also very conflicted with, because I would love to see Wes Lee get that title back. And it makes perfect sense to give him the title back. But, big but, why take it off of Obafemi? There's no point taking it off of Obafemi. He has countlessly put on these dominant, good matches that have gotten people talking. Like, there's no reason to take it off of him. But then again, there's no reason to have Wes lose here either. You also could have Wes win, and then maybe Oba goes on to challenge Trick for that NXT World title. Like, that would be perfect as well. And, like, let's say Wes loses. What does he do from here on out? I think it makes more sense to give Wes Lee the title almost, but I just don't know if that's something they would do because of how good and dominant Obafemi has been. That's really the whole analysis I got for this. Like, again, this is another match where I just don't know what to say or what to do. It just makes it makes kind of sense for both sides. Like, would they really put Obafemi in the NXT like world title scene this soon? I guess, would that make sense? Because I feel like if you put him there, he has to win. I feel like he has to beat Trick Williams. So it's a question of, do you book him that high this soon? And I hate to say it, but I think the answer is no. I think Obafemi retains. Sadly for Wes Lee. Honestly, maybe you have Wes Lee go for that title. I think that might make even more sense. I think I think Wes Lee challenging Trick would be amazing. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. We're going Obafemi. And hopefully Wes challenges Trick next. Next up, we got Roxanne Perez versus Lola Vice for that NXT Women's title. I think this is where Lola Vice finally gets it done. Was I fully locked in on Lola Vice? Not fully. I thought, I was like, when this match got made, I was like, okay, Lola probably is going to win, right? Like, this has to be the time where Lola wins. And then after her promo on Tuesday, she has to win. Like, I don't know if you saw it, but she was cutting this beautiful promo about, like, all those times her mom struggled and how her mom did everything she could to, like, provide Lola with a good life like that. And it was very emotional. And after that, I think Lola has to win. I think there's no doubt. And honestly, it'd be perfect. I think Lola Vice has this. Roxanne Perez has had a good title run for what, her second, third time. And honestly, at this point, I think Roxanne should be called up. She's only like, what, 22, 23? Something like that. I'm 20. Like, come on. Screw Roxanne for that. But I think it's her time to lose. Roxanne can do a lot no matter what. She's a great wrestler, great performer. It's just about putting over these other talent, even though, like, Roxanne Perez is the top of NXT women's division. Like, I feel like she can't get any higher. So I have to give it to Lola Vice. Finally, we have the Fatal 4-Way for the NXT title. I feel like this one might be the most obvious one. It's simple as Trick Williams versus Javon Evans versus Ethan Page versus Shawn Spears. I feel like one big reason they are doing this match is to get the Canadians on the show. You have Ethan Page and Shawn Spears. They're both Canadian, right? I know Shawn Spears is. Yeah, and so is Ethan Page. Yeah, they're both Canadian. So, I guess, I don't know. Put them in there. Like, they're both great wrestlers, too. Plus, like, the feuds kind of intertwined because Javon was kind of feuding with Shawn, and then Page was feuding with Trick. And so, just put them together. Bang, Fatal 4-Way. That's not exactly how it went down, but, like, you see what I'm talking about if you've been watching NXT consistently. I don't know how they're gonna go about this match though. Again, I just think Trick wins. Like, it's that simple. Maybe Sean Spears gets pinned. Maybe Ethan Page gets pinned. Javon Evans won't get pinned probably. But I feel like they have done a good job of like building up Javon as like this guy who can actually like win maybe. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I do hate his theme song. I hate the intro. I do not need to hear that boy's bouncy every single week. Like, come on now. What was the point in that? But yeah, I think Trick wins. I'm actually really excited for this. Maybe we do see some involvement from Brooks Jensen. I kind of doubt it though, not on a PLE. Especially because they're doing what, face-to-face on Tuesday? Him and Sean, I think. They're doing something with him. I'm actually really excited for that segment. But that's besides the point. I think Trick Williams takes it home. And yeah, maybe, okay, so Oro Mensah's banned from Heatwave. Maybe you see Noam Dar and he costs Ethan Page. That'd be a good storyline. But yeah, overall, I think Trick wins. And that's all I got. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, please like, subscribe, share for more. Peace.